Can you have, say, worker self-management in industry? I mean, I don't know of any law that says you can, law of nature that says you can't, or law of history. And I think that'd be a lot better than management control. Can you have something better than the state capitalist institutions that we have? Yeah, we can design lots of others. In fact, we can go back to the workers in the mills in Lawrence, Mass., who took for granted that those who work in the mills should own them and should run them, and should run them democratically. Is that so outlandish? And you can say the same about communities and so on. Business is a tyranny. Okay, it's like a Soviet Union. It's got control from the top. If you're in the middle, you take orders from above and you hand them down below. At the very bottom, you're allowed to rent yourself to it. Now, it's not obvious why things have to work like that. It could be democratically controlled by the participant. No owners, no managers, just those who participate. And in fact, there could be a broader participation. So it's somewhere. It's in a community. And the community should have some say in it. So you have community participation and participation on the part of the workforce. That's perfectly feasible. In fact, there are plenty of ideas that have been around like that for a long time, and some of them have been worked out. So is the question that we have to ask ourselves is, well, is that an alternative? Is a possible alternative? Sure it is. Is it the kind of possible alternative we want to work for? If it is, it would dismantle capitalism. But we have to decide, is that what we want, or is that what other people want? I mean, is that what the workers in the plant want? My guess is that most people are ready for it this minute, and that if the opportunity arises, they'd leap at it. I mean, I don't think they need us to encourage them. It's just that the options aren't there. For an individual, for people in a plant to do it means taking a very serious risk. So the first risk will be that the Royal Canadian Mounted Police or whatever the counterpart is will come in and beat the shit out of them. That's a risk. And unless they have community support, they're not going to get away with it. So it's a struggle. That's a class struggle. But if you ask, if you talk to workers in a plant, I don't think many of them would find this very hard to understand, that they ought to run it themselves. I mean, they can understand it as much as the, factory girls in Lowell in 1860. I think that's just below the surface in all groups that I've ever had anything to do with.